Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Shanae, and if you're returning, welcome back. Today I'm going to share with you guys a few sample fragrances I received from the house of by Killian. So if you're not sure about this house or if you want to learn more about it, just keep on watching. So guys, before I get into the perfume or the reviews of this perfume, I do have to make a statement. This channel in no way supports police brutality against black people. I am a black woman. I love being black and I am proud of being black. This channel does not support anything that does not support black people. It's just that simple. I am not against any other race, but I am for my race. This channel in no way will speak negative towards any race, but I have to make it clear that what is going on in this world against my people, black people, is disgusting. And I do not stand for it. And I just want to make sure I have my stance very clear that I support all things black. So I would ask that if you don't support anything black, that you unsubscribe from this channel. I don't want you on my channel. Let's just make that clear. I don't need your like. I don't need your subscription. I don't need anything. This channel supports black people and they are my people. So going forward from any time, I just want to make my stance clear. So at this particular moment, I'll give you a chance to unsubscribe if you see fit. Because I'm black. So you're going to see this black face every week. So you might as well get used to it. So go ahead, unsubscribe. Okay, so we're back and let's get on to the video. So guys, I am super excited to review this brand with you guys. I actually discovered it maybe about 4 or 5 months ago while I was in Sephora just shopping. And this is a brand I wasn't too familiar about. It is considered, I think, a niche brand. So they only do fragrances. I think they do have like candles and things like that or home fragrances, but they're mainly a niche line. It is by Kilian and they were actually started in France. So for those who don't know, the creator of By Kilian, his name is Kilian Hennessy. So as soon as I thought of Hennessy, I was like, wait, is his family connected to the Hennessy, like the cognac? Like, I'm confused. But he is. He is the grandson or the heir of the cognac Hennessy dynasty. But he decided not to go that route and he wanted to go to the perfume route because he always said that he thought that perfume is supposed to display the art of a person. So I really thought that was a great thing. So I went ahead and I looked online for some samples that I could get from the house of by Killian, and I got a few. So I smelled them and they're amazing and I wanted to share them with you guys. One thing I also want to mention is that right now, since people are still not able to go out into stores, you can go onto the Facebook channel of Killian Fragrances Virtual Bar. If you just type that in, so virtual VIRTUAL bar BAR USA, and type that in. They have 3 different services at Killian right now. They have mixology. So the mixology kind of tells you what fragrances are good to be layered together within their collection. They have gift giving, so it kind of tells you they're bringing an ambassador online for you, and she'll give you a few questions as to what the person you're gifting something to likes, and they can offer you recommendations about a gift for someone. And the last one, which is something that I did personally, it was the testing or the tasting. I cannot remember which one, but I had an ambassador come online and we had like a 30-minute meeting, and she just explained all the fragrances that I was interested in, gave me the history on them, the notes on them, you know, the dry down and all of that. So I did participate in that particular session they had to offer. All 3 sessions are free on Facebook. All you have to do is set up an appointment, date and time, and the ambassador will give you the rest of the information on Zoom and how to proceed. So I thought that was a great thing because I had the samples and I had the meeting with the ambassador, so I learned more about the company. So I just wanted to give you a little history on that. So let's jump right into it. Guys, the first fragrance I'm going to share with you all is Good Girl Gone Bad. So I have it here, and these are the sample sizes that I received. So I'm going to spray it for you guys. This particular fragrance, when I smelled it in the opening of it, it is very crisp, it is very green, it is very bright. I wouldn't say it's a clean smell, but it does give you that brightness of it. This particular fragrance has osmanthus, it has orange blossom, and it has tuberose in it. So if anyone knows anything about osmanthus, it's kind of that fruity, it gives you those peaches, those apricots. That's a particular bright smell you're going to get from the fruit of the osmanthus, I'm sorry. But then when you get that tuberose, you're getting that illustrious floral fragrance. So that's, I feel like, is where the brightness comes from, is from the fruit. But then it's kind of, I wouldn't say it's musky at all, honestly. Just to give you my opinion on it, it does dry down very floral. So in my opinion, this fragrance is floral and it's fruit, it's bright, but then I do feel like it does seduce in the dry down. I'm not sure if that's because of the overflow of the floral, but it is very good, and I would recommend it to a lot of people who like floral, fruity fragrances. But it's not floral or fruity in a childish way. It's more so an adult, seduced, sexy way. I think it is good. And then one thing as well I do want to mention is that Good Girl Gone Bad is the #1 fragrance for Kilian. And the weird thing I kind of thought was in other countries like Dubai, Good Girl Gone Bad is #1 for men. So I kind of feel like that's where Kilian was going with his fragrances. They're meant to be unisex. Even though the name says Good Girl Gone Bad, a man could wear this as well. If he's into florals, if he's into fruit, this would be good for him as well. The next one I'm going to talk to you guys about is Good Girl Gone Bad, the extreme version. So with the extreme version, the only difference in the notes is that instead of osmanthus that was in the original, you have milk in the extreme. So in my opinion, this one, to me, it doesn't give you that bright cleanness, not with like the original one. No, it gives you that smooth milkiness that you would get when you get toffee and Irish cream. It's really good. So it does still have the notes of tuberose, and it does still have orange blossom in it. But what you will get is an overdose of the vanilla in this. So if you're not a vanilla fan, I wouldn't say this is something you would like. But it is very creamy. It's very smooth. Unlike the other one was very much fruity. It had that osmanthus in it, the peaches and the apricots. This does not. It has that milkiness, that rose to it. I would say wearing this during the evening is definitely appropriate. The next one I'm going to review for you guys is Woman in Gold. This one I only have a little small one of it, but I'm in love with it. Just from initial, you can smell this without even spraying it. It is so good. This is the first one that I smelled when I got the samples, and it overpowered me, but not overpowered me in a headache way, but in a like, whoa, this smells amazing way. I'm going to go ahead and just spray a little bit of it because I don't want to waste it, because I think it's just amazing. All right? So when I was speaking to the ambassador about these particular fragrances, or the House of Killian, this one, she told me that Killian had a inspiration because he was into a painter that actually painted for a whole year in gold. And when Killian found this out, or he saw the paintings, he thought, what would it smell like if a woman was in liquid gold? And I thought that was amazing when she told me that, because when I smell this, I think of gold. So it does have honey, it has yellow rose, and it has bergamot in it. These fragrances are all, or these notes are all gold notes within this fragrance. It's warm, happy, it's bright, it's seductive, and it screams confidence. So if you are a woman that wants something that will give you a little confidence within the day at work, I could see this being work appropriate if you just spray it lightly, not too heavy. But I feel like you can have confidence anywhere. You could be going to get your hair done, you could be going to the mall, you could be going to work, you could be going on a date. This is good. I love this fragrance. I'm not too sure. Maybe it's the honey or if it's the yellow rose. But in my opinion, this smells just like a woman who is dripping in gold. I love it. I think it's good. The next one I'm going to share with you guys is Black Phantom. So just like Good Girl Gone Bad is a staple, Black Phantom is a staple in the Killian collection as well. So you can kind of see in the sample that's a little bit darker. So in my opinion, I would think it would be more heavier. But I do want to make you all aware there are different categories that Killian puts their fragrances in. The first three that I just showed you guys, those are considered to be narcotics. So they're considered to be a floral with a twist. The next two I'm going to share with you guys are in the cellar category. So they're more woody fragrances and have a little bit more depth to them. So I'm going to go ahead and spray. Now I'm going to let you guys know, when I first sprayed this a couple days ago, I was just like that. Like, it's a lot. But I think that this particular fragrance is something that you have to wait for the dry down in. You can't just spray this and because to me it smells like pure alcohol when I first spray it, or it smells like that heaviness. So this particular fragrance has rum, it has coffee, and it has cyanide in it. So cyanide, if you don't know, it actually comes from almonds. So it has that nutty smell to it. I think this is great, and this is a unisex fragrance, but in my opinion, when I first sprayed it, I wasn't into it. I liked it once it dried down. So I do have that it does have Irish cream coffee in it, and it is a unisex fragrance. I do get the rum as it's drying down. So the rum is very predominant, but in the first or the initial spray, I don't get it. I just smell like a burst of alcohol, and then like 2 minutes later, I'm like, okay, there we go. So I did let my partner smell it because I thought it was like more so for men, because it's a darker fragrance. When I show the picture, you'll see. But he kind of wasn't into it, and I'm kind of like, oh, okay. But so I can see this being a unisex fragrance because it has that almond and the coffee in it. But if you are a man that likes more of a little bit of sweetness to your coffee, and not in that way, but I just mean like if you like a lot of sweet things, but it's not overly sweet, not at all. But it's just kind of like, it's strong, but it's like, it smells kind of flirtatious as well. I think a man would like this. This is a really good fragrance, but I'm going to let you know, initially in the first spray, it kind of turned me off a little bit, but as I let it dry down, it is an amazing smell. The last one I'm going to share with you guys is Straight to Heaven White Crystal. So I only have a small one of this one, so I just had to spray it, And this one is also in the cellar category. Now, in my opinion, when I first sprayed this one, I wasn't wowed about it, to be honest. I know a lot of people in the Killian community do like it and say this should be like your first one if you're introducing yourself to the brand. I don't know. As a woman, I kind of didn't. It does have a lot of patchouli in it, and it is very woody. This particular fragrance, it does have vanilla in it. It does have some fruity notes in it. But to me, it's not something to wow about. It is not beast mode, so it is not overpowering or anything like that. But I do get the woodiness, the booziness in it, and I get that patchouli. The patchouli is very dominant. So if you don't like patchouli, you won't like this. But if you're into patchouli and the woodiness of it, I think you'll get it because it's kind of smoky as well when it dries down. And then one thing as well, the ambassador said a lot of men like it because it is a sexy, come hither type of fragrance. It is a sex magnet for men. So if you're looking for a fragrance that's a sex magnet, White Crystal Straight to Heaven by Killian, you're going to like it. I'm going to be honest with you, I prefer the Black Phantom over the Killian because of the rum that's in the Black Phantom. And for me, these fruity notes and the patchouli and the wood, it just doesn't mix with me. But that's just my opinion. They all are great fragrances, but for me, I will pick the Black Phantom over the White Crystal. So guys, I did tell you that I only had 5 fragrances, but I had one more that's an honorable mention. So if you watched my wish list, you knew that I was getting this fragrance, and I just wanted to show you guys the bottle of it. So this is Killian's Love, Don't Be Shy. This bottle and the detail of it, if you can see, is amazing. I got this fragrance. It only took Killian. I bought it from the website, and I got it within like 4 days. So it came from Paris within 4 days. I was really kind of shocked about it. Or no, actually, I lied. It came from New Jersey, but I bought it from the Killian website. Guys, I think I mentioned this I know I mentioned this in my wish list. This fragrance is not for the faint at heart at all. It has the orange blossom in it. It has the marshmallow. It has jasmine. It has caramel. It has honeysuckle. This is a sweet fragrance, but when I say it's a sweet fragrance, I mean that it's sexy and sweet for adults. Not childish, not like popcorn, not like your teeth are rotten sweet, no. This is very adult sweet, and this is for someone, like I always say, has a lover or someone that they cuddle with, just to put this on and just lay up close to somebody. This is a good fragrance. I love it initially, and I love that when you smell the top of it, you automatically know what it smells like. I don't like fragrances when you sniff it and you're like, well, what does it smell like? Let me spray it. No, I don't like that. I want to know what it smells like even when I take the top down. Like, I just want to know. This fragrance to me is delicious. It is adult sexy, and if it's something that you need, I wouldn't say you need it in your collection, but if you're looking for a fragrance by Kilian and you're looking for something that's sexy and sweet, I would say this one is a good one for you. So guys, that is the end of my first impressions from the House of by Kilian. And if I had to rate the fragrances or tell you which ones I like more, I definitely like the Woman in Gold. I like Good Girl Gone Bad, and I love Black Phantom. The rest of them, don't get me wrong, were great as well. They kind of just didn't mix in with my chemistry that much, but I'm still going to play around with the samples to see if I like them. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video today. You could be anywhere else in the world, but you're here listening to me, and I greatly appreciate it. If you like this video, please hit the like button down below. And if you want to hear more content, please hit the subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. And until next time, guys, please be safe and know that someone out here loves you. Bye.